Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitam Astu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Namaskar. Welcome to Hinduism in Focus. The last time we met, we went into the Utarakanda of the Ramcharitmanas. Shall we go a little into Utarakanda? In the Doha 90 or maybe 91. And Tulsidas has beautifully in his inimitable style. Binu biswasa bhakti nahi, tehi binu dravahi na Ram. Ram kripa binu sapanehu, jivana laha bishram. Meaning, without trust, there can be no devotion, no love. And without love of God, devotion, Rama's heart does not melt. Without the grace of God, Rama Kripa, no one can even dream of peace in this world. There are three important matters mentioned here. One, Biswas, trust. Two, Bhakti, devotion. And three, Rama Kripa, grace of God. These are three basic ingredients necessary for a person to grow spiritually or to well walk on the spiritual path. Let us look at each of them. Biswas or Vishwas occurs so many times in our literature, in our religious texts, whether it is the Vedas, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana or Purana. Vishwas is a recurring theme. Also, it forms the main essential of any discussion or discourse of a religious nature. It is a basic ingredient, the foundation of our religious practice, without which all our efforts are in vain. Biswas simply means trust. It's also translated as faith. To have trust is to have a firm belief in the reliability of someone. That is to say, you can rely upon a person. Sometimes, we make a purchase on trust. The vendor, the seller, has faith and confidence in us that we will pay at a later date. So, faith and trust, Vishwas, refer to the same thing. Faith is described as the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen in a religious context. It is a complete trust or confidence. It is a firm belief in the existence and power of God. It does not require any proof, but is based on the experience of our relationship with that Almighty Lord. As in our homes where children have total faith and trust in parents, that from their experiences they have built up firm confidence and belief that their parents will take care of all their needs. So it is with Bhagwan. Bhagwan Krishna says at verse 2, chapter 12 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Maya Veshya Mano Yimam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayo Petaste Me Yukta Tamamataha. I consider them to be the best yogis, the best worshippers, that is, who, endowed with supreme faith, Shraddhaya, and ever united with me, Yukta, through meditation, those who worship me with the mind centered on me. I consider those persons to be the best of worshippers, devotees. Shraddha and Vishwas are the same, used interchangeably. The Lord refers to those who are endowed with supreme faith, Paraya Shraddhaya, accepting with reverence the existence of God, his various descents, Rama, Krishna, Shiva, etc., his teachings, his powers, his virtues, his glories, his divine acts, and his greatness, etc., etc., is what is known as supreme faith. That is accepting with reverence. And he who cultivates absolute dependence on God, like the great devotee Prahalad, for that he's called Bhakta Prahalad, is said to be endowed with supreme faith. Faith is a mother of miracles. A milkmaid, for example, this story. A milkmaid used to supply milk to a priest who lived on the other side of a river, on the other bank. She had to use a boat to take the milk over the river. But owing to the irregularity of the service of the boatman, she could not supply this priest with milk punctually, that is on time, every day. One day, after being rebuked for her arriving late, the poor woman said, "What can I do? I start early from my home every day, but I have to wait a long time by the river bank for the boatman and the boat to be filled with passengers." So the priest said, "Woman, they cross the ocean of life by repeating the name of God, and you can't cross a little river." He said this, in a kind of a, maybe simply jokingly. The simple-hearted woman became glad at heart at hearing of this simple means of crossing the river. She took it seriously. From the next day, the priest started to get milk on time. One day the priest said to her, "How is it that you are no longer late nowadays?" So she replied, "I crossed the river by uttering the name of the Lord, as you told me to do, and I do not need a boat any longer." The priest could not believe this and said, "Can you show me how you crossed the river?" So the woman then took him with her and began to walk over the river, muttering the name of God. But the woman looked behind, and what he saw, the priest in a sad plight. He in a sad plight, he was pulling up, holding on his clothes, and his hand was in the air. So she said, "How is it, sir? How is it that you are uttering the name of God with your mouth, but at the same time you are holding on to your clothes, trying to keep them from getting wet? You do not fully rely on the Lord." So entire resignation, total surrender, and absolute faith in God are at the root of all miraculous deeds. So without devotion, the Doha says above, Rama's heart does not melt without devotion. The heart of Sri Rama is like butter, very soft. But if our heart is cold, if we are cold-hearted, like the refrigerator, the refrigerator, then the butter becomes very hard. And the freezer part, it makes the butter very hard. But the butter can melt, it's very soft, by the heat generated by our bhakti, by our loving devotion for the Lord. Our bhajans and kirtans, lovingly sung, reach the heart of Sri Rama. The heart is said is a seat of love. Our love for Bhagwan meets his love for us, and something happens. The negative and the positive meets, and there's light. The Lord's heart melt. Sri Rama himself tells us so in the Utarakanda of the Ramayana. Jate beghi dravo mai bhai, so mama bhakti bhagata sukhadai, so sutantra avalambana ana, tehi adhina jnana vigyana, bhakti tata anupama sukhamula, milahi jo santa hoi anukula. What the Lord is saying, what that which melts my heart quickly is bhakti, devotion, which is the delight of my devotees. It brings happiness. Devotion stands by itself. It doesn't need any foundation. It doesn't need any support. No basis. It is its own foundation. It is its own strength. On it we can have, depends on knowledge. And Melahina Raghupati Binu Anuraga, Kiye Joga Tapajnana Viraga. Without love, God is not obtained. So you may practice all type of austerities and penances or whatever, but without love, he cannot be attained. So love is very patient and love is very kind. Never jealous, never envious, never boastful or proud, never haughty or selfish, never rude. Such is love. Love does not demand its own way. It is not irritable or touchy. It does not hold grudges and will hardly even notice when others do it wrong. It is never glad about injustice, but rejoices whenever truth, satyam, wins out. If you love someone, you will be loyal to him, no matter what the cost. You will always believe in him, always expect the best of him, and always stand your ground in defending him. All the special gifts and powers from God will someday come to an end, but love goes on forever. There are three things that remain: faith, love, and hope, and the greatest of these is love. So religious exercise like penance, fasting, dispassion, or knowledge of the scriptures are to be encouraged. Yes, they are very good. However, without love of God and the love of God's creatures, his creations, they cannot take us very far. In fact, they count as of no account on the spiritual path if there is no bhakti. There is evidence all around us of persons very knowledgeable in the scriptures who observe all the fast, all the parbs, all the vrat, quoting all the scriptures, but by their showing are far away from God. Such persons can be very argumentative, proud and boastful. On the other hand, we find people who have love in their hearts, earn the blessings and grace of God, and reward is peace. The opening verse says, without grace of Rama, no one can ever dream of peace. And Bhagavan Krishna says, Tameva sharanam gacha sarva bhavena bharata tat prasada param shantim sthanam prasasi shashvatam. Surrender to God alone with all your being. By his grace, you shall find peace and eternal happiness. Please join us tomorrow for another in the series, Hinduism in Focus. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.